Hi, I'm Brooke. I'm one of the Ghost Center mentors at Ridgeland High School. And today I wanted to kind of walk through what it looks like to tackle your degree plan, to take control of it, to understand it, and to pick your classes from it. Um, I talked about this in one of the videos that I have posted, but a lot of times students find themselves in trouble whenever they solely rely on their academic advisors for their degree plan. And it's really important that you understand your degree plan and that you know how to look them up. Um, One of the reasons why this is really important as for you right now is if you're looking at different schools and you know that you want to do a particular major, then looking up those degree plans and seeing what it's going to require from you and the differences between schools is really important. If you're looking at starting at a community college and you're transferring somewhere, knowing what classes are and aren't going to transfer on your degree plans and being able to compare those. As well as just being able to look at degree plans and know what they say. Maybe you don't even know what major you want to do, but you have a couple in mind, and just looking at what it's really asking of you. And then once you actually get into college and you're in a major and you're in it for the long haul, then it's really important to really know what those are saying and what they mean and how to navigate them. That way you're able to keep track of your own academic progress, and you can be solely responsible for that. And again, academic advisors are so valuable and so helpful. And I'm not saying not to use them. I think that you definitely should. What I have seen to be most successful is whenever you use them for the specific questions, like, you know, what classes you should take all at once, sending them your semester schedule or meeting with them to talk about your semester schedule and getting their opinion, asking if certain credits might count towards the degree plan, or any general, you know, or more specific questions that you might have. But you want to be able to understand and be responsible for your degree plan because it's your degree plan, right? So you should know how to navigate it. So I'm going to share my screen and kind of show you how to start looking up degree plans and finding them. I'm going to use UTA and my major as kind of the baseline just because that's easier, I guess, for me right now. But you can do it with any major. It's the same process throughout schools. But yeah, let's get started. Okay, so we are on Google. All right, let's say that you're going to UTA and you want to be a psychology major like myself. Then what you can do is type in, you know, psychology degree plan and then UTA. And so all of this is going to pop up, and you can click on any of these. Let's say we just go ahead and click on the first one. It's going to take you here. And so now you're hit with a couple different options, a BA, a BS, and the samples of those degree plans. So if you don't know what the difference between a Bachelor of Arts and a Bachelor of Science is, your arts is going to be more arts-centered, right? So foreign language credits and all that stuff. And then science is going to be more like math and science, STEM-centered core classes. But it differs, you know, on what that looks like, how vast that difference is from major to major. So let's say you don't know and you just want to check out both. Well, we're going to go ahead and click Bachelor of Arts. And then here it says undergraduate degrees and graduate degrees. So we're undergraduate right now, and Bachelor of Arts in Psychology. All right, and so this is telling you about the degree and why you would choose it. So Bachelor of Arts degree in Psychology is for those who wish to obtain a broad liberal arts education with a concentration in psychology. It's also preparation for graduate students in psychology and many other fields. Bachelor of Science in Psychology is intended for those students preparing to work and study in fields requiring more mathematics and sciences. It's also suitable for pre-medical and pre-dental students, yada, yada, yada. So at the beginning here, it's kind of telling you what the difference is. So if you know that you are wanting to do clinical counseling, Bachelor of Arts might be perfect for you. But if you're looking to go more research route, then Bachelor of Science might be better for you. And so it's kind of like thinking through those decisions when you're picking which route to go. And also looking up like, hey, do I need to have a Bachelor of Science degree if I'm doing X, Y, and Z career, and seeing kind of what it tells you about that. And then you can kind of pick from there. If it doesn't matter, then I would look at both degree plans and see which one requires classes that you think that you would be better suited for, or would be a little bit more manageable for you. We're going to go ahead, this is the overview page. We're going to go ahead and go to the bachelor's page. So this is the requirements for Bachelor of Science degree in psychology. So this is telling you the recommended core requirements. These are your core classes. These are the classes that you can usually come in with like dual credit hours, and that a lot of community colleges offer. These are these core requirements that you tend to knock out in your first couple of years. So you have English classes, Paul's classes, political classes, maths, all of that. So let's kind of break this down. It's telling you general core requirements. You need to have 36 hours. So you need to have 36 hours in core classes. And the hours are, so in this English 1301, the second number in this 4-digit number is the number of credits that class offers. And it tells you right here to the side as well, 3. So each class can tell you how many credits it is. So in English, you need English 1301 and 1302, and those are both 3 credits. Creative arts, you need 1 credit, or 1 class in, so 3 credits. And then you need to take 2 of the government classes and politics classes, and it tells you which ones. So let me break this down as well. The fact that it's listing these classes is saying that you have to take them. It says creative arts 1, which is meaning you needed to take 1 class in a creative arts elective, so you can pick one. For example, I took a theater appreciation course for my creative arts class, and I got my 3 credits, and cool, that was satisfied. But I got to pick that. I could have done music appreciation, I could have done dance, I could have done, there's like a hip hop and R&B history culture class at UTA, super fun, but you could have done that as well. So there are a bunch of different options that you can pick from, but that's what that means when it says creative arts 1, you just need to take a course within that umbrella. If it says 2 up there, then you take 2 classes, yada, yada, yada. Here, it's saying that you need to take these classes, though. You need to take pre-cal and cal. You need to take life and physical sciences, bio 1 and 2, social and behavioral sciences. You need to take 1 course in. You need to take both of your history, and so on. So now let's get here. Select one of the following in computer literacy, 0 to 3. So you need to take one of these courses. So it says select one of the following, you take one of the following. Pretty easy. And so yeah, you're just going to keep going through this. And lecture groups, it's kind of the same concept. 1 3-hour lecture from each group 1, 2, or 3, plus 1 3-hour course from either group 1, 2, or 3. So you're going to pick course out of these, just reading the instructions. I mean, that's pretty much what it is. Advanced topic course, you're going to take one of those. A minor or an emphasis. So a lot of people don't really understand what a minor is, or if you have to have a minor. So a lot of times they're already built into your degree plan. You have 18 free credit hours, and that equates a minor, and you need a total of 120 hours to graduate within this degree plan. So with however many hours you need to graduate and how many classes are required of you, that leftover can be used to get a minor, a double minor, double major, whatever it is that you want to do. But there's already kind of that 18 that's set aside for a minor. So you can pick anything you want. And when it comes to picking a minor, I would always pick something that's going to help you in the long run, right? So for example, I took a Spanish minor because I knew I wanted to continue to work in higher education, and living in Texas, I just thought, hey, being able to speak at least some form of Spanish is going to probably help me out in the future. I also tagged on a neuroscience minor because my credits, some of them counted towards the minor, and I had enough left to tag on a second minor. And I decided really later on that I wanted to do a more research experimental career. But I was a Bachelor of Arts in psychology, and I knew I needed more science under my belt, and I wanted to work with cognitive psychology, so I just put a little neuroscience minor in there and took a few more classes to kind of give me a little bit more credibility within that particular program. So, you know, it's just kind of navigating what you think you want to do. And look at your degree plan, see how many classes, what classes are required of you, and if those double towards any minor, tag them on, why not? I know a lot of times biology majors end up double majoring and having a lot of minors because just a lot of their classes ended up counting for a lot of different things. And so you don't really take that many more classes, but they count for another minor, another major, because you've taken so many courses in it, you might as well be able to get some kind of title for it. So yeah, that's why you would kind of pick a minor and how that kind of process works. I always recommend take a minor. It's better than just taking a bunch of random classes. Might as well get some kind of credit for all of the hours that you're taking. But anyhow, if you keep scrolling down, it's going to go into a mock schedule, what it could look like. First semester, second semester, third year, whatever. So these, they work and you could do them. Do you have to do it this way? No. And a lot of times it just doesn't end up working because people come in with credits, or some class isn't offered whenever you want to take it, or you ended up registering late, whatever it is. So, I mean, this is what it could look like, and it's good to keep in mind. But also some people, you know, are part-time. So, you know, I want to rely solely on this just because life happens. Let's keep rolling. Now we've hit degree in psychology, but a Bachelor of Arts degree. And so here you can just kind of look at the difference. There is no calculus. That's why I chose the Bachelor of Arts. Fun fact. Not calculus, not for me. But there's no calculus, and I knew that wasn't for me, so that's kind of how I made my decision. But you just kind of look at what differences there are. Here I had to take a foreign language. However, I wanted to be a Spanish minor, so that worked out for me. I was like, cool, I'm doing that anyways. So just kind of like navigating those differences. This is primarily what you're going to find whenever you are looking at schools before you actually start taking classes there, or before you apply there. If you're just looking, it's going to be kind of in this format. The issue with this is sometimes they're not the most updated. And so this is where you're going to want to contact an academic advisor. So you can contact your academic advisor and have them send you a degree plan Excel sheet or something similar that they give at whatever school you go to. At UTA, they give us a little Excel sheet. It's really easy to navigate, and it's a little bit more updated and a little easier to follow because it's just right there on the page. You can print it out and you can fill it in. So I'm going to show you what that looks like. And if you're seriously considering a bunch of different schools, I would find their academic advisor for whatever program you're looking at and ask them if they could send you a blank degree plan. And then you can kind of compare them all together. Just print them out and lay them all right next to each other, you know? So let me show you. This is what a general format of a degree plan looks like. This is blank. And this was sent to me from my academic advisor, and this is actually my Bachelor of Arts degree plan. So this, it might look different from school to school, from major to major, but this is a general format, and it's a trackable one. So with the online one, it showed you what those different courses were available when it came to selecting one out of the groups that were there. Here, this is just saying, this is what you need. This is what you need. These are the number of hours that you need. These are the classes that you've taken. These are the classes that you haven't taken, just to kind of track it. So both are valuable, but both serve kind of different purposes. One's a little bit more educational. One's a little bit more, hey, you're doing this. So when you get this sheet, it's going to say, you know, your different sections. If you need to take a particular class, it's going to list that class and its class code. And then the hours within each course that you need to have earned. and then it'll total it up within each section. So for example, here, language, philosophy, and culture, there's no particular class listed. You just need to pick one that falls under that category and get a total of 3 credit hours. In communication, it is listed the 2 courses that you need to take and the hours to be earned, and a total of 6 hours of those 2 classes. Once you've taken classes, you can then fill in your hours earned. So as you're tracking your degree plan, you're able to, when it's time to pick classes, you don't have to like rush to email your academic advisor and be like, hey, what classes do I need to take? They're really busy, and it's best if you can already know, so then when registration opens, you already know. You can already have a draft schedule picked out anyways, email it to your academic advisor before it even opens, have them verify it, and then schedule your classes right when it opens so you get first pick. That's why it's kind of helpful to be able to have something that's trackable. That way you are responsible for your degree plan. But now let's say you get to a point where you know, you are picking a class for this language, philosophy, and culture credit, and you don't really know if it's going to count. Email your academic advisor, and that's whenever you're utilizing the academic advisor. But in my personal opinion, that's the appropriate way to utilize an academic advisor. They're advising you on your decisions. They're not making them for you, they're advising you. See the difference? It's in the name. But you want to be the one making the decisions and calling the shots. This is your degree plan, this is your education, so you want to be the one who is, you know, has a handle on it all. Well, I hope this was helpful in helping you navigate your degree plan and taking control of that yourself. All of the Go Center information is linked in the description below. So if you want to schedule an appointment and talk more about anything college and career related, go ahead and set up an appointment and let's talk. But I hope you'll have a wonderful rest of your week and have safe and happy holidays.